Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. This is Denise of Whitmore Reads, and as you can see, my table still has paint on it. I still haven't scraped it all off. I'm bucking all responsibilities today in regards to finishing up cleaning my, after putting my shelves up, you guys, in my dining room space. Oh, I love it here now. It's like my own little coffee shop, although I'm having tea today in my beautiful Austin live music capital mug. Well, there's my Monica Reed's first ever book sleeve that I bought. There's my sponge to clean up and scrub all the paint off my table. I'm not going to be painting in here anymore. I'm not going to do it. And I haven't put up my art. Those don't belong there. That's going to stay. Love it. All right, so yeah. Now, my table over here, there's a book that one of my coworkers wants me to read, and she asked me, "Have you read it yet?" And I told you no, because I have a whole bunch of books that I need to read, thus bringing out most of the books I haven't read and that I actually own. Yeah, a lot of those books, like the Toni Morrison books, most of those I've read. I haven't read The Source of Self-Regard. I have Playing in the Dark. It's the very thin one right there. It's one of my favorite Toni Morrison books ever. And then Song of Solomon was always my number one. But I've read Beloved like 4 times. Read it 3 times, physical, listened 2 times. I've listened twice to her read it. So, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'll probably read it again this year or listen to it. It's just, it is what it is. So anyway, and there's my Coetzee collection and James Baldwin, not all of them. And of course, my man, Richard Wright, my absolute favorite male writer. Yeah, it's hard to say that, isn't it? It's hard to say Alice Walker's my favorite when I've reread Toni more than I have my Alice. And I've also given away most of my Alice collection to a bookstore in Kansas City, Missouri. Yep, called Black and Brown Books. And donated them, and then she donated them to her crowd of people that can come and just get them. Anyway, but I love Alice Walker. She's my favorite female writer, although it's just pains me to call a favorite when you've got Percival Everett, who I've been in love with since the 1990s or whenever he wrote that Erasure book when I lived in Florida, and have been collecting them ever since. And all his books, or most of them, are in my bedroom still. Like to keep them close. Anyway, okay, stop. So this is the book my coworker wants me to read. Go as a River, Shelley Reed. I've never read anything by her, is what I wanted to say, and I'm about to die on my camera. So anyway, some books that I wish they would not package so cutesy pinky red, because it looks like young adults should be reading them. This is porn, not even soft porn. Both of them. I read both of them, or listened to both of them on the way to work, since my drive is hours there and back. So I'm still reading Hours by Philip B. I've hit a point where I'm liking it more and more, especially with, the twins. They're my favorite characters still. I am currently reading Malcolm X, Last Speeches of the Day, because so much dumb stuff is said by our president that I need to read a little bit more intellectual read. I just finished, I'm still reading this. These are a stack of my library things that are going back. This I'm going to finish today. This I finished last night. This is 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars, but I think it's a 5-star read. I have 3 minutes left. It's called So Much for Love. The library thing is over. So it's So Much for Love, and it's by Sophie Lambda. Oh my gosh. So it starts out like this, toxic relationship, right? And it's given all the information about, just their relationship and what they go through. Then homegirl gets on the second half of this, starts breaking down toxic behavior and narcissism, and she's quoting doctors. She did her research, and she's literally teaching people how to watch out for these things, and also what to do, and not to feel bad about the things that, oh my gosh, this is good. It's not just a graphic novel with cutesy pictures about a toxic relationship gone wrong, right? She is schooling the masses. I wish I would have read this when I was 18, 3 or 4 times. But anyway, and then I am going to finish this one before I take it back to the library. Ann Patchett, I'm sorry, she got to go. These are overdue, and I think I got Commonwealth in the bedroom that I think I might still keep, even though all 3 of my Ann Patchett books are overdue. So those are going back. And then these two, I'm going to finish those graphic novels. This graphic novel and these two are going back. And that coworker book, I'll get to it when I get to it, because I'm going to finish Hours and Malcolm X before I ever get to that coworker book. So I might take it back to work tomorrow and tell her, hey, I got way too much to read that I already own, that I ain't got time to be putting other people's books in front of. And I got all my Carl Ove books there, and I left some space for the book that comes out in soft cover that's going along with that trilogy. I read the first one, I got to read the second one, and then the third one, so I left the space for that one. I got 1 minute, and I am out. I need to read that because I also want to get the second one, and the movie's being made, and the cast is already drawn up, and I got 1 minute. And y'all not going to see my face because I ain't got time. And Edward P. Jones, I've read the middle one, The Known World. I haven't read all Aunt Hagar's Children, and I still ain't read Unconfessed. Lord Jesus. So I brought my books out here so I can sit here in my little tea and coffee cafe. Once I clean up my table, y'all, it'll look nice. And I got to get those paintings off the ground there. And they're not going in here no more. I got a family photo up there, me, my husband, and my little Deej. My asymmetrical hair. Okay, bye. I got some reading to do, Mr. Phillip. And my man, Malcolm X. I wrote a poem about Malcolm X. It's called I'm So in Love with Malcolm X. And it went in one of my poetry books. Bye. Y'all have a good time. And don't let this world get you down. There's some biblical stuff going on. That's why he's got sheep. Lost sheep. But he's found them fools. All right, bye. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Come on, talk to me, Malcolm X. I read the foreword and everything else, and it's really good. So let me get on to the introduction, and I'll talk to you guys. Wait a minute. I finished the introduction. I sure did. There we go. No, I finished that. Did I just topple the... I did all this. And this is where I was at the crown. Come on now. There we go. This is where I was. I was actually going to read this to y'all, but I ain't got no minutes left. Although it still says I'm recording. Part 1, 2, 1963.